What up? What up, y'all? What up? What up? Hey, is the microphone all right? Is the microphone all right? Let me know. Let me know. We got to make up for yesterday. We didn't get to do a live. Okay, cool. All right. So I had this live planned a couple weeks ago. We never got to it. So we're gonna do. I got a documentary I want to watch later on tonight, but we also got to watch a Tubi movie. So we got probably about like 2 hours of the Mo You Know. So we got the failing restaurants in America, of course. Home of the free, home of the brave. Then we got the hurricane that I got to talk about a little bit. Then there's some stuff going on in New York with the young lady. There's some more evidence that came out with that. We'll see if we can piece together on there. And there was one more topic I wanted to talk about, but I'll get it'll come back to my mind. It'll come back to my mind. All right. Let me see. We got American restaurants. They failing like hell. Oh yeah. What up, Steven? What I wanted to show y'all. So I got some of the stuff from my trip before we get started. So this right here is something cool that I thought I got to get this because I was gonna get that Zeus, but the Zeus was like $200 and that shit was like 20 pounds. I wasn't paying that extra 30 for another bag, but of course I got the little stuff. You know, I got my mom a magnet. She want magnets everywhere. I got her this big picture. It's like a postcard, but it's a full picture. Then I got, you know what I'm saying, the little keychain. Ain't nothing. I just collect keychains on my own. And then, you know, I got my Nina collection, my sister. God rest her soul, RIP. The one that told me to start doing lives. I got some shot glass because of her. So we got the little Mykonos keychain, you know what I mean? A little gold with the windmill. Just the little island. I forgot which shot glass I got, but the main thing I got that's gonna go back here on the collection plate, I thought that was dope. I'm gonna be drinking out of that on Fridays too. everything. I did everything with the what you call them? Got the little shot glass here. So when we start taking shots, we're gonna start, you know what I'm saying, going around the world. We got the Mykonos. I guess it's oh yes, a Pelican on here, a couple of the churches, and then the windmill. But oh, and then I got some shirts. You know, I always got to get me some t-shirts. You always got to get you t-shirts wherever you go. They all right. I'll probably wear one Friday on the live. But with my number one thing is this cup right here. This is called a greed cup. This is Sparta. You know what I mean? Now, this isn't your ordinary drinking cup here. This cup is called the cup of Pythagoras or something like that. I don't speak Greek, but it says tradition says during water supply works on the island of Samos around 500 BC, moderated the workers while drinking wine by inventing the fair cup. When the wine surpasses the line on the cup, it totally empties. So greedy ones will be punished. So on the inside of here, let me go rinse this thing out. But on the inside of here, there's a gold line. And just know it's 24 gold plated. You know what I mean? Handcrafted, 24 gold plated. But there's a gold line in here. So if you fill this up, as long as it's up under there, you can drink out the cup. But if you fill it up over the line on the bottom, everything will pour out. Now, I haven't tried it, but they call it the fair cup. So, you know, when you're out there drinking wine, you just had a hard day's work. It's 85 degrees outside. They hitting you in the back of the head with sticks and shit 'cause you got to get back to work. You don't want water to drink. You want wine to drink. So you go over there, pour me up some wine. Make sure it's below the line because if it go over, it says it's gonna empty it out. Now, do I got a bucket over here? I do want to attempt this and see if it, you know what I'm saying? I want to attempt it and see if it does empty out. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to go get me like a bowl or something though, because I don't want this to spill on the floor if it does work. Hold on. All right, here we go. Experimente number one. So they say as long as you don't go over the line, you'll be all right. So let's see. So if you do go over the line, dang, you be. Let's see if you stay up under the line. Ah, so if you stay up under the line, it does work. Okay. Ah, let me see though. How close to the line can you get? Oh, I'm right there. Don't be stingy. Fill my cup up. Okay, we a little bit over the line. Damn. Okay. Hey, I be telling them, hey, fill my shit all the way up, man. Don't be trying to trick me. Okay, that's cool right there. All right, that's dope. So it's called the Fair Cup. All right. I'm gonna have to wash this out though before I drink out of it. But no, it ain't wasting water. I'm gonna throw this water out in the grass. It's gonna evaporate. And see, once the water evaporates, since we on the once the water evaporates, it's gonna go back into the clouds. Now, once it gets into the clouds, that's gonna turn into precipitation. That's gonna turn into rain, which is gonna rain down either on the trees or on the grass. It's gonna go back into the rivers, and then you can consume that water. So you never really waste water. You feel me? You never really waste water. You feel me? We'll put her. We'll do. All right, man. So that cup killed the trees? Nah. Well, you supposed to drink wine out of it. It says you're supposed to drink wine out of it. It's called the Fair Cup. But hey, we shall see. I'm gonna drink out of it on the weekends, like on our Friday night lives. I'm gonna start drinking out of that so we can moderate, you know what I'm saying, how much my intake is. But all right, let's go ahead and jump into these articles. I'm MoedotJ. If you haven't subscribed to the Mo You Know, it's pinned in the chat. And if you're on the Mo You Know right now, thank you. I appreciate it. I think we need 96 more subscribers over there. We have documentaries we watch on this channel. I'm probably going to just continue this because there's like 3 articles I want to talk about. Then we might go into a documentary I seen at work, but I didn't watch it. I said I want to watch it. You guys, the deadliest city in Texas. So we'll probably do that, and then I'll cut off the MoedotJ, and then we'll go over to the Mo You Know. But yeah, we're going to be talking about felon restaurants in America. Let me see. Said people are tired of artificial food. Shit, not me. Not me. You catch me on the man. Look, if I go over to Ramstein's the big base. Man, you catch me over there. Y'all might not like Chili's, but when you over here and you deprived of some American food, I hit up the base. I go get me some chili. I ain't gonna lie to you. I go get me some chilies every now and then. Shit, they got a Taco Bell on base. Ain't no Taco Bell over here. All right, let's see what the hell's going on here. What up, Lily? 15 food. Put on the spectacles. All right, here we go. Over on Forbes.com, it says major restaurant chains that have closed down locations across the United States in 2024. This is Jack Kelly, a senior contributor. All right, Jack, thank you for that information. All right, actionable interview, career, and salary advice. All right, now I want to see some salary advice. All right, Red Lobster filed for bankruptcy in May, disclosing outstanding debt obligations exceeding Um, Ahead of its bankruptcy, the restaurant began shuttering 93 locations. A mix of underperformance issues, financial pressure from inflation, strategic realignments, changing consumer trends, and overall cost cutting objectives have contributed to the recent wave of location closures across several restaurant chains in 2024. Now, I never understood how Red Lobster was staying open anyway. You always hear people talk about fake food, but was Red Lobster like I'm not a big fan of seafood. I had some fish this weekend. I don't know what it was. It just looked cool on the menu, so I ordered it. But is Red Lobster supposed to be like upscale? Is this somewhere I could take a woman between the ages of 28 and 35? Could I take her to Red Lobster and be okay with like what I'm saying, a little first little, what I'm saying, first encounter? Because I went to Red Lobster twice in my life and I only had like some biscuits when I was in there. But major chains including TGI Fridays, Mod Pizza's good. Outback Steakhouse, Outback is good. Applebees, cited underperformance. I told y'all about this girl that I was talking to back when I was like 21. She worked at Applebees and stole my hoodie. The hell with Applebees. Cited underperformance as the main reason for closing certain restaurant locations. They are strategically shuttering. Why shuttering? Hey, just say closing stores. Who says shuttering stores that are not meeting sales and profit expectations? Hell no, it's a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. Oh, so y'all seeing Red Lobster ain't it? So okay, I can't go to Red Lobster. I mean, I wasn't never gonna go to Red Lobsters anyway, but it is what it is. Um, Underperformance in meeting sales and profit expectations. You would think Applebee's is making that, man. I mean, with inflation, because Applebee's used to be able to get like that 2 for 20. Then they had like that 3 appetizer for 15. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be in there blowing a check. It's like Sizzlers. Whoa, wait a minute, Lily. Wait a minute. Sizzlers was the shit. We going to Sizzlers. We going to Sizzlers. Hey, Sizzlers used to be the spot. You go in there, they on the grill, they making steaks for you in there. Sizzlers, you going to Sizzlers, that means dad had a good week at work. You going into damn like, what was that? We had Ryan's, like those little buffet places. Now those places were low level, but you go into Sizzlers, oh, they be on the grill. You're not gonna disrespect Sizzlers now. Other chains like Boston Market, Red Lobster, Tijuana Flats have closed locations due to severe financial troubles, unpaid bills, landlord disputes, and even bankruptcy filings. Their closures are directly tied to efforts to cut costs and restructure amid money problems. Discovery Zone? My sister used to work at Discovery Zone. She used to work at the Discovery Zone, and an hour before she get off, my mom would go up there. This was she was like 17. An hour before my sister got off at Discovery Zone, me and my brother would go in there and say, "Hey, we're looking for Tanika," and they're like, "Oh, she's in the back." Man, we wouldn't even go get my sister. We would go get in the play place and we play around till she got off. Disney specifically cited inflation-related challenges like higher costs as a factor forcing it to close 57 locations in 2023. Now, if you guys didn't know, I do reviews on Google Maps. I'm a level 8 on Google Maps, and there's only 10 levels. I did a Google review on Denny's. Man, it's got like 2 million it's got like 2 million views on it. I'm kind of a big deal on Google Maps. Let me see. Yeah, my profile, I'm a level guide 8 out of 10. Let me see where my Denny's review is at so far. Hey Google, y'all gotta lower the damn limits, man. Y'all talking about I gotta add a hell of pictures just to get on there. But anyway, I'll get to it. Um Disney. Denny specifically cited inflation related challenges. Let's see what they talking about there. inflation related challenges like higher costs as a factor, forcing it to close 57 locations, planning to close 10 to 20 more in 2024, according to a February earnings call. All right, we're going to jump around real quick, see what Denny's is talking about. Denny's shuttered dozens of restaurants last year. Here's why. All right, we did the 15th, February 30th. They noted that even though inflation slowed in 2023, thanks Joe Biden for slowing that down for us, soaring costs still took a major toll on its restaurants. A Denny's location used to have to generate $1 million in order to stay open. But lately, the benchmark has increased to 1.2 million due to inflation. Yeah, well, y'all better get to work. Shit, a lot of people still eating at Denny's. Depending on where you from, Denny's ain't really like in the South. It's like more of a Denny's is more like the white version of the Waffle House. Yeah, that's what you can compare Denny's to. It's like the white version of Waffle House. You go in there's a lot of old people, but it is what it is. Some restaurant closures have been driven by shifts in customer preferences and dining behaviors. Everybody think they rich now. Everybody want to go to some fancy place to eat. Not me though. I try to keep my meals below $50. That have made certain locations less viable. For chains facing financial headwinds, closing underutilized locations is a way to reduce costs and to shore up their finances through restructuring. My bad. Shit, the last time I ate at Denny's was in 2022 during the pandemic. That was the last time because I remember I was just sitting in the bed one day. It was before we had a live, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order some Denny's, and I ordered it. And I wanted to get out the house because this is like the end of the pandemic. I just wanted to get out the house, so I ordered some food, went and picked it up. Stopped by the gas station. Couple junkies out there had to do a spin move on them niggas because they was asking for money. I'm like, hey, bro, I ain't got nothing, man. I ain't got nothing. But you never want to pump gas and go in the store at the same time. It's either you go to the gas station and pump gas and leave, or you go straight to the store and go in. You never do both at the same time in California. One, niggas is gonna rob you. Two, the bums are gonna harass you. So you don't ever want to have too much talking time between. Like if you pump your gas and then you walk to the front door, oh, the bums in California, they on you. Hey, 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 nigga, get the fuck out my face, man. And you gotta watch yourself because you might have to fight a bum in California. So if you just go into the gas station, just pull up to the gas station and go straight in. Either look down at your phone, make sure you lock your door first. Look down at your phone or be determined. You know what I'm saying? Have them blinders on. There's shit you got to do in California to get in and out because you don't want to walk back to the car because this will get the bum time to be aggravated that you ain't got no money to get this bum ass nigga no money by the time you get back to your car and these niggas following you. And if you ain't got that thing on, you got to grab that motherfucking stick that you wipe the windows off and beat this nigga's ass to get him away from you because they don't care out there. And bums be in suits. So you never know who's a bum in California. They be having cell phones, all kinds of shit. All right. List of fast casual restaurants shuttering eateries. Cracker Barrel. All right. Oh, I was about to say they got high yield over there. Cracker Barrel, the Southern country themed restaurant chain, will close 4 locations this year, including 2 in California, 1 in Oregon, and another in South Carolina. Buffalo Wild Wings. Shit, I don't know. We're gonna see what Cracker Barrel talking about. Uh so Cracker Barrel is closing 4 locations, 2 in California. Oh, that ain't that bad though. When you think about the whole United States, how many Cracker Barrels are there? They only closing 4. As a standard course of business, we continually evaluate the performance of our stores using various criteria to ensure we are meeting the needs of our guests and our business. Cracker Barrel said in a statement to Food Outlet, "Eat this, not that." The decision to close a store is never one we take lightly. And our focus right now is on assisting our impacted employees during this transition. So what they gonna do? Give them a severance pay or what they gonna do? Y'all can barely stay open. How y'all gonna help the employees that are impacted? For over a year, the chain has experienced a downward trend in the number of customers visiting their establishments. The leadership at Crackle Barrel has cited several potential reasons behind the decline: weak marketing, a guest experience gap, and cost conscious customers. Crackle Barrel was actually pretty good, though, to be honest with you. Crackle Barrel, it was all right. It's kind of dark in there. You know what I mean? Like they got like candles and shit. It's like maybe if y'all turn the lights on, if you cut back, when you go in the beginning of Crackle Barrel, they have all this nonsense in there. Like, why do you have stuff in here that we can buy? Like, no one wants to buy candy from Crackle Barrel. No one's gonna buy. I've never seen anyone put a one in the chat if you know someone that bought one of those rocking chairs out the front of Crackle Barrel. They got all those rocking chairs lined up. Who's ever bought one of those? Like, who said, man, you know what? Let me throw one of those in the back of my truck today. That's why they losing money. They got all that bullshit. They selling teddy bears. They selling books. Ain't no one buying that shit. All I know is whenever I went to Crackle Barrel, I was seeing people in there stealing shit, putting candy in their pocket, just running out. They weren't even getting tables. They just going in there to look around. You giving them too many options. Cut back on all this extra bullshit and just sell the food. RD said I did. I'm just saying I ain't never bought. RD, you need to take a picture of your rocking chair and put it in the Discord so we can verify that we know somebody that actually bought a Cracker Barrel rocking chair. And what are they going for? Like $100-something? Man, if y'all want me to build y'all a rocking chair, I can make one for you. Hey, the country fried steak was cool. I love getting the breakfast out of there. The syrup was a little watery, but they pancakes were good. Cracker Barrel pancakes are good. It's just they got a lot of like slavery themed shit on the walls. You know what I mean? Yeah, Miss Renee, the rocking chairs that are out front, they're for sale. You can sit in them, you can buy those. Those rocking chairs are for sale. 'Cause I know one time I sat in, I was like, man, what the hell keep hitting my neck? But it's a little thing on there. You can buy it 15 years ago. Oh, 15 years ago, that might be worth something. It might be worth like shit. With inflation, that might be like worth $30, $45 now. I could definitely use a rocking chair though. Let's see. Let's see how much those rocking chairs are. We're here. How much? God, it say between 200 and 300. A cracker barrel rocking chair typically costs between $200 and $300. That's a pretty healthy price tag for a chair when they ain't selling shit. But it's also important to remember that these chairs are built to last. Well, RD did tell us 15 years ago she got hers. They're made from high quality materials and construction, so they should be able to withstand years of use. Okay, here we go, right here. Cracker Barrel rocking chairs. Your grandpa bought three. Well, you live in Oklahoma, man. Y'all on some 259, 289. This is why they can't stay in business. Ain't no one buying this shit. It probably take y'all about $100, $150 to build them. Oh, you can get the set right here, two of them in a chair, 650. The Jefferson Mission rocking chair. That's probably one I get. That one got some cushion on it. Yeah, CRD said around that time it was 100. So if they shut down, yours might be worth like 280, 290 maybe. You got the white one. This one up here, the ladder back rocker, or yeah, you seen nah, this is what you seen like right here, the white slat one. Oh yeah, that white slat right there, that look good right there. This look like the one Massa be sitting in. When you outside working and Massa, he chilling before he get on your ass, he get up out that rocker right there. Oh shit. You hear that? The rocker, stop, get back to work. Couldn't be no nigga on the nag back then if Massa had the white slat rocking chair. He's on your ass. All right, well, look at that. We just matter of fact, someone give me Cracker Barrel's HQ number. We cut back on selling the bullshit. We could make some money. Those rockers just be sitting out there. Ain't no one buying that shit. I know they not selling clothes. Look at man, I did not know Cracker Barrel had a whole website just to buy shit. Let me see what they got in the men's clothing now. Oh hell no. Yeah, this ain't nothing that our people will wear. Look at this shit right here. You going straight to a damn Trump rally with this song right here. Proud to be an American. They put the flag on top of the Constitution. July 4th, 1776. Add some patriotic pride to your closet with our flag polo shirt. The short sleeve American print knit polo features a knit collar, 3-button placket, and a square hem bottom with side vents. Nigga, side vents. Nigga, what you about to be doing? What up, Brillo? Oh man, I did not look. This is why Cracker Barrel ain't making no fucking money. Look at all this personal care. They got, oh my God, they got Warmy Marshmallow Gray Eye Mask. Hey, Cracker Barrel, get rid of this website and just stick to food. Oh man, they got military clothing. Let me see what they got. Man, they better not disrespect my Air Force with this. Let me see what this eagle looks like. And we continue. Oh hell no! This is not the legitimate Air Force right here, y'all. I don't know what this is. This is the Chair Force. This ain't us, man. This no hell no. Fly fight win though. All right, let's get out of here. Cracker Barrel's tripping. Cracker Barrel is tripping. All right, let's go down to Applebee's. Applebee's, Dime Brands Global. All right, we need to look up them and see who all they own. Dime Brands Global, parent company to Applebee's, announced in the fourth quarter earnings call that the restaurant chain will be shuttering 25 to 35 locations across the U.S. this year after closing 33 in 2023. These closures aren't a sign of struggling franchisees. Applebee's president Tony, yeah, we ain't even gonna try that. Tony M told investors they're offering a sign of struggling trade areas. And I can assure you that our leadership team, we're pulling every lever we have to offset the downside of closings. All right, dine together. This kind of look like my sister Cherise. So Dine owns Applebee's, Fuzzy Taco Shop. Oh, they own IHOP. So they got IHOP and Applebee's. Oh, they getting some money though. 13 million boneless buffalo wings a year. 3 million steaks a year. Uh-oh. Look at this, y'all. Number one date spot in America. All right, ladies, listen up. When I come back, if they got 2 for 20, listen, on 10 different occasions, I could take 10 different women out. We're gonna do it's not a speed dating, it's gonna be a medium dating. So you got 1 hour with me. We're gonna go blow $25 on the 2 for 20, 2 for 25. See if we can get there doing a happy hour and get us some margaritas. We're gonna go to the number one dating spot and we're gonna go up to Applebee's. We're gonna go to Applebee's. That's the number one dating spot in America. So I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh, ew, Applebee's. It's the number one dating spot. Number one. 13 years in a row. All right, that's cool. So Applebee's is saying these are not closing because of struggling finances. It's just they're trying to offset the downside of closings. Yolanda said, it ain't gonna work for me. Cheap. Oh man, listen. Cheap is my middle name. You know, when I was born, the first word I said wasn't I know I lied to y'all the other day, well, a couple of months ago. Daddy pow pow, you know what I'm saying? When I talk about daddy, give me the gun, mama, give me the gun. Those were like my first statements, but my first word was cheap, cheap, cheap. Nah, you can get so with the 2 for 20s at Applebee's, you get an appetizer. You get one appetizer and two meals. Applebee's 2 for what is it? 2 for 20 or 2 for 25? I know it ain't went up to $25. 2 for 25. Yeah, Applebee's got a healthy menu. Applebee's got a vegan menu. View current promotion. No. All right, I'll view the promotion, nigga. Ooh, mozzarella sticks for 50 cents. Wait, one mozzarella stick is 50 cents? Man, they trying to whoop niggas' asses. Let me see something. I'm trying to figure out how to keep these foods in business. Here you go, Kendall. Irresistibles. Irresistibles, my bad. They got salads here. Oh, they got the 2 for 2X. What is this? Item is unavailable. Irresistibles. Okay, they got a Tex-Mex shrimp bowl, Southwest chicken bowl. Come on, Applebee's. Y'all could. Man, y'all gonna be all right. All right. So Applebee's is just shutting just to shut down. TGI Fridays. That's the next one we have on here. So TGI Fridays, I've only ate at TGI Fridays one time that I can confirm, and that was with this woman named Lynette. Now Lynette lives down in Georgia now. I think she's married, got like 3 kids. Beautiful. She was a grade up under me. She went to my rival school. Now me and her really couldn't talk like we wanted to because I was beefing with the niggas at that school, so I couldn't like be over in that area. You know what I'm saying? But we went to TGI Friday. She flew up to Kansas City one time after she moved. And, we went up there, did our little wham bam. I forgot what they even had up there. But TGI Fridays announced in a company statement in January that it would close 36 underperforming locations in select markets across the United States. The restaurant chain offered more than 1,000 transfer opportunities, which represented over 80% of the total impacted employees. So 1,000 transfer opportunities. So what they do? Send them to another one? Like how many TGI Fridays are there in one location? Our top priority has always been delivering a superior experience for each and every TGI Fridays guest, and we've identified opportunities to optimize and streamline our operations to ensure we have the best position to meet and exceed the brand promise. Ray Risley, the president and COO, Chief Operating Officer at TGI Fridays, said in a statement, by strengthening our franchise model and closing underperforming stores, we are creating an unprecedented opportunity for Fridays to drive forward its vision for the future. Now, I've never seen anyone go to TGI Fridays. TGI Fridays is like it's like the less cool Applebee's and Chili's. Like when you think of like Those restaurants that started popping up in the 2000s, TGI Fridays was like the little brother. You got Chili's, you got Applebees, they up here competing. Applebees is the bigger out of all of them. But then TGI Fridays was like, we trying to be a little upscale, but we still trying to have some fun, but we really can't compete. So I can see why they going out of here. We already talked about Denny's, 57 locations. Damn Denny's. Boston Market. I don't even know what Boston Market is. I thought Boston Market was like an actual market that you went to. That's why I never went to it. Let me see what the hell they got going on. A rotisserie kitchen. This is the problem right here. Boston Market won't let you just go on the website. You got to verify if you're a human or not. Trust me, ain't no robots trying to get on this shit. A rotisserie kitchen. Yeah, this ain't nowhere I'm about to eat. Let me look at their menu. I can tell y'all exactly why they going under. Oh, you buying whole chickens? That's why ain't nobody buying no whole chicken that they about to go eat up at the restaurant. Yeah, we didn't have no Boston Market in Kansas City, so I wouldn't even know what the hell this shit is. Oh man, this is like some pilgrim stuff, man. Hell no, ain't nobody eating Boston Market. This shit's only good around Thanksgiving. They got turkey, ham. What is this? Sweet potatoes with marshmallow? Yeah, pumpkin pie. Man, get this shit out of here. Ain't nobody eating this shit on a regular. Boston Market. That's why. That's why they going under. This right here, we got a place called Holiday Ham. Holiday Ham only opens up during the holidays. No one's about to buy no motherfucking big ass thing of ham and a whole fucking chicken with some sweet potatoes with marshmallows in it. Who they think we are? Man, get this shit out of here. That's why they going under. Let me see what you can order off of this shit. Fuck it, we gonna order from one in New York. Yeah, this is some East Coast shit right here. Oh hell no! Look at the macaroni. What is this? Macaroni spirals? Come on, man, get out of here. The two meat combo is crazy. Yeah, we see why they going up under. Well, we don't know. We don't need to go too more in depth with Boston Market. This is already a no go. I wouldn't even step foot in there. Red Lobster filing for bankruptcy in May, disclosing outstanding debt, obligations exceeding $1 billion. Its cash reserves dwindled to less than 30 million. Damn, they had 3%. What their debt is? Yeah. Ahead of its bankruptcy, the restaurant began shuttering 93 locations with waning financial resources. Red Lobster halted payments to vendors last year. Whose uncle is this? Somebody in here, 6 degrees of separation. Who in here is related to Flavor Flav? Whether it's the second or third cousin, somebody in here is related to Flavor Flav. Rapper Flavor Flav, a public enemy, Fame posted to his Instagram on Monday and elaborated, Red Lobster spread, a legend. to have ordered every item in the restaurant's menu in a last ditch effort to save the franchise. Your boy said he was gonna do everything to help Red Lobster and save the cheddar bay biscuits. Ordered the whole menu. Now, Flavor, you ain't got that kind of money, my brother. Now, Mod Pizza. Now we're gonna do a documentary after this. It's just I always wanted to talk about these food places going up under. This is more for the Mo you know, but since I didn't do a live yesterday, I'm gonna try to do a Tubi movie this evening. We're gonna do a couple of articles and then a documentary, and then we'll get back on here and we'll do a Tubi movie tonight. I told you I was gonna make up for it. Mod Pizza. Now, Mod Pizza is pretty good. I think this is the one LeBron owned. Yeah, I used to go up here. You get these little, you can get your own little personal piece over here. It wasn't even that expensive either. Get you a lemonade. Oh boy, I used to be up in this thing. They weren't this hype when I was buying shit. They were yelling at me when I come in there. You got your order? No. My Pizza confirmed 26 restaurant closures of underperforming locations in its first quarter. Restaurant business reported, despite the best efforts of the squads and managers of those restaurants, they had not performed well for some time, and that's just a part of the business," said My Pizza spokesperson Rick Van Warner. "Sometimes you have to pop out and show up. Well, no, sometimes you have to evaluate performance of your assets. Although five, although five of the Cullens took place in California, Van Warner made clear that the state's new minimum wage law was not responsible for the shutdowns. Now, if you don't know, in California, if you want to get some money, move to California. The minimum wage in California is $20. Now, there was a time when I drove past Wendy's one day, I went and picked up 10 spicy nuggets and a strawberry lemonade, and they said they were hiring, and they were like $20. It was probably like 22, I think. I was like, you know what I could do with $22 an hour just to chill? But then I was like, man, I ain't about to be doing no working though. I could have just had all that money and been tricking that money off. What you do? Oh, I work at Wendy's, not knowing like I'm retired. They would have just been thinking I was a bum, but that's fine with me. $22 an hour to just drop some nuggets, flip a couple burgers. I would have been living like a king in California. Minimum wage, $20. You can't go wrong with that. I remember minimum wage. My first job was at AMC Theaters. I started off making $5.75 an hour, and then I got promoted and went up to $6.25 after my first year, and then I quit right before my second year. But yeah, shit, I used to make $5.75 an hour, man, and I was doing it too, doing it big, $90 checks. Couldn't tell your boy nothing. Couldn't tell your boy nothing. But it says California fast food franchises are responding to $20 minimum wage by cutting hours. We kind of just cut where we can, he said. I schedule one less person, and then I come in for that time. Wait a minute. We kind of just cut. Listen to what he said. We kind of just cut where we can. I schedule one less person, and then I come in for that time that I didn't schedule, and I work that hour. So you cutting people to give yourself more time. But if they're making the minimum wage of $20 an hour, but you're working that time, you're making more than 20 an hour. So it's actually costing more for you to come in. Oh, this motherfucker ching. Ain't that something? He done told on himself. Let's get out of here though. He stated that employees were presented with that option to relocate to other operational units within the company. For those employees who were unable to transfer or chose not to accept a transfer, the restaurant offered them a severance package. Now, this is at my piece. I don't know how much that. I don't know what PDQ is. If y'all know what that is, we're not even gonna waste our time on this. I've never. Oh, this is in North Carolina. PDQ. Yeah, we're not gonna waste. We don't know what PD. No disrespect to anybody in the Carolinas, but we don't know, nor do we care about PDQ. Outback Steakhouse. Now, my parents be going to Outback. They be going to Texas. Blooming Brands. Let me see what who they own. Boneless fish grill. I mean, bonefish grill. I've been there one time. Fleming's. Have I ever been to Fleming's? I probably have. Ozzy Grill. No. Outback, of course. The Italian Grill. Have I been to Carba's? I don't think I have. Okay, so they own 87,000 team members, 1,400 locations. Oh, she said they salary though. Oh, forget that then. I'm scheduling them time then. Look, it ain't my job to save the business no money. My job is to make sure that the orders get taken care of. Yeah, I go to Outback. They shuttered 41 under. I can't even fucking. They shuttered 41 underperforming restaurants across this brand. The parent company closed Outback locations due to a variety of factors, including poor sales, customer traffic, and financial investments that were too expensive to revamp the stores. David Dino revealed in February earnings call that a majority of the restaurants were older assets with leases from the 90s and early 2000s. So you should have a good deal on the lease that's from the early 2000s. Uh, Same thing. All right. Hardee's. Hardee's was all right, but it's rare to find a Hardee's. Hardee's shut down 39 stores in 2023, diminishing its footprint in 8 states across the country. The closures are still ongoing in Illinois, Tennessee, Missouri. They ain't, they ain't even got no other explanation. It's just, hey man, it sucks, bro. We're done. I stopped going to Outback when they stopped making fresh bread. Hey, Outback, hey, you go in Outback, you spend a little penny, but Outback was straight. Tijuana Flats, never ate there. It's a regional restaurant, so we don't really. Oh, in Virginia, Florida, so it's probably the Eastern Seaboard or probably like Southeast. Inflation, even cooking at home ain't cheap. Shoot, over here in Germany, if I go on base to buy food, oh, it's expensive. Hell, I'm walking out there by myself, 250, 300. But if I go to like Aldi's, so in Aldi's, people think that Aldi's is like a second tier grocery store. Aldi's is actually a premier grocery store. I mean, it's a German store. But yeah, you go to Aldi's over here, shit, man, you get good prices on there. You got fired from Hardee's. I never got fired in life. I quit AMC. Well, I quit that because it's like a Rico was about to drop, so I had to get up out of there. I seen my homeboys getting fired left and right, so I had to, without incriminating myself, I had to wipe my hands clean and get the fuck up out of there before that Rico caught your boy. So I got up out of there. Sonics, I quit Sonic because they tried to make me clean out the freezer after I was off. So I told them, fuck y'all. I quit. Never came back. Well, I got my last check. Then from there, I worked at Best Buy. I worked at Best Buy throughout the holidays. Shoot, I was taking all hours. And then I got my government job at Labatt Anderson. Started there December 23rd, 2003. Worked there till May 9th, 2009. From there, I moved to Georgia, came back to Missouri before I joined the military. I worked at the Applebees headquarters. I worked at the soap plant I worked at a independent industrial plant. Then I joined the military, and then from the military, I retired for 5 years, and then here I am. I started working at the post office, worked there for 6 months, and then from there, I'm at this job now. I won't reveal what I do, but I do what I do. Oh no, I don't shop at no Whole Foods ever since Amazon bought them. But it is what it is. Now, all right. So that's the restaurants right there. But Aldi's is nice, man. If you go to the Aldi's over here, it's different. The only thing is when you shop in Germany, you got to bring your own bags. If you don't bring your bags, they charge you for bags. So I got like two big ass bags in the bag. I got an IKEA bag that I take into the grocery stores because I can put everything in there. I got the one that go over the shoulder. It's probably like 5 feet. Got that one going to the store. Because all they do, you put it on the conveyor belt, all they do is scan it. They just go down to the end of the thing, and you got to put everything in there. So you got to bag your own shit. There ain't no sackers or nothing over here. You got to get it in how you get it in. All right, so we got the restaurants out the way. They're felling. Hey man, it is what it is, man. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. Let me see. Oh yeah, I just wanted to talk about the hurricane. My brother did survive that. We'll talk about the hurricane, and then we'll talk about Yasmine Williams up in New York. And then, we'll probably get into this documentary. So when we get to the documentary, you'd have to go over to the Mo You Know channel because I'm in my main channel just because if it is a copyright or anything, I don't want that on this channel. So yeah, the food quality. So the food over in Europe, even when you getting, we call it pop, y'all probably call it soda, but even when you buy pop, it's less sugar. Like all the GMOs, they strict over here. They real strict when it comes to the food. But yeah, you go to Aldi's, man. So what I get when I go on base, I started getting bison instead of hamburger meat. 'Cause, I mean, I do ground turkey every now and then, but I eat bison. But when I go to Aldi's, I get the slices of turkey. I don't do the chicken no more. You know what I'm saying? I done bossed up my life a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I get the turkey slices. So when I make my shit, I make it with the turkey and stuff. But yeah, man, Aldi's is straight. Everything got less sugar over here. So when you drink apple juice, man, the apple juice usually is like legit just straight apple juice. You be like, fresh orange juice is good. Fresh apple juice, oh, it's got a little like, God damn, this apple juice got an aftertaste. Shit, it's cool though. So we got this place called Globus. Globus is like our Walmart because there ain't no Walmart over here, but we got Globus. And you go in there, they got the basket of oranges and they got the damn juicing machine right there. You take your oranges, you got to go in there. You could buy a pitcher. I think the pitcher is it's like €1, but you can take it back and they'll give you your euro back. But you buy a pitcher, you put your oranges in there, it'll juice it up for you right there. And I think to juice up the oranges for a whole pitcher is €1 for the pitcher. I think it's like 2.50 for a whole pitcher of freshly squeezed orange juice. Nah, we ain't got nothing like that. I mean, Globus is probably the closest we got to they don't. So in Germany, they don't do you don't do all that bulk stuff here. Hell no, you get your shit got to be fresh. Come on, I'm about to say you better translate this mother effer. No, I can't read Deutsch. I'm gonna show y'all the one by where I live. This is the one I live by. So right now, the euro to the dollar. So every euro is like I want to say probably like $1.07, $1.10, maybe. Let me see. But yeah, this is where we go right here. Globus. This is like our Walmart. Now, you can buy anything, school supplies. Globus, it's been around for a while. So let me see. Where my numbers lock ain't on. So one euro is $1.83. Yeah, 1 euro is $1.83. So you know what I'm saying? You go in there, 100 euro, $108 for 100 euro. That ain't bad though. I mean, at this point, I don't even care what the price, like whatever it is, I just assume it's the same in the USD until you start taking out like 'cause I took out 500 this weekend just to walk around with. I was like 540. Well, with the conversion rate plus what you got to pay at the ATM, unless you get your money out on base, 500 euro from the ATM is more like 560, $570. Yeah, so it ain't bad. But yeah, Globe has been around for a while. I mean, they got everything, man. I might go live next time I go up there if they ain't playing no music. But yeah, they got all the fresh fruit stuff in there. Hell, sometimes you go in the back, you might hear a chicken in the back. Yeah. Sometimes they might be getting, you know what I'm saying, getting rid of it. You feel me? Sometimes they might be, you know what I'm saying, off with the head in the back, man. They don't be giving a damn over here. You just hear German in the back yelling, "A big God, Dave." It's like, damn, what the hell's going on back there? Somebody getting their head cut off. Yeah, let me see. July 5th, 1000. Yeah, so I took out on July 1st, I took out 400 euro. It was $465. Yeah, so that's about right. Took out 400 euro, came up to like 465. So it's like $65 difference. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Whatever, Shonda. All right, so we got the hurricane and what it's going to mean for, you know what I'm saying, early hurricane season. Now, I like talking like about weather and stuff, so we'll get into this. My brother survived. My brother was supposed to leave Friday morning. He ended up leaving Cancun. When did I get back? Sunday. He ended up leaving Cancun on Sunday and he got back Sunday night. So he had to stay 2 days up there. They canceled his flight on Saturday. And then they told them they got to be at the airport 3 hours early just because of, like, saying, precautions, I guess. But so my brother survived a hurricane, man. He done one up me on the natural disaster. So, but when I go to the UK, oh man, that's different over there. They money, woof, sheesh, that pound whoop ass. But all right, Beryl just made history. It has forecasters concerned about what could happen next. Beryl just smashed all expectations of an early season hurricane. Let me see. Of what an early season hurricane could become, and has experts concerned for what could be coming next. Uh, Typical early season storms aren't indicative of what's to come later on in the season because the necessary atmospheric conditions for powerful storms aren't yet in place. But Beryl broke the mold. My son played basketball over there. He got it in the UK. Hey, what's your son? What team does he play for? You know, you ain't gotta give us like too much information. What shoot, I'll check him out. I got a couple of homeboys over there in the UK. I'm be going back and forth. I'm going to a football game this year for sure. Uh Normally early season storm activity doesn't tell us much about what's going to happen in the rest of the time, Phil Kobach said. A hurricane expert and research scientist at Colorado State University told CNN. But when storms are strong in tropical Atlantic and Eastern Caribbean, it tends to be a harbor of a very busy season. What? Let me continue reading. Okay. The busiest part of the Atlantic hurricane season doesn't typically begin until mid August and peaks in September. But Beryl, which initially formed in late June, behaved like it already arrived. The water raced through was as warm as it should be in September, so it behaved like a September hurricane. It's something forecasters warn could be. It's something forecasters warn could have happened even before the season got underway. This hurricane confirms that thought that this season, that given extremely warm water temperatures that currently have, we could experience mid-season type storms earlier than normal. Wait, this thing's still going on? I thought it already hit land and stopped. My bad. Let me give you guys the weather update. Beryl remnants bring heavy rain, thunderstorm, risk to Quebec, flooding possibility.
Beryl will continue to bring heavy rain across portions of the remnants of what was Hurricane Beryl will continue to bring heavy rain across portions of Ontario and Quebec through today. We've already seen it in places like the Greater Toronto area this morning. Through mid-morning and afternoon, though.
Oh man, they talking about Canada, man. We don't care about that. If you in Canada, be safe though. Watch out for the floods. Okay, ain't nothing much really coming up. All right. Ocean temperatures in the Atlantic basin remain historically warm and have been for more than a year, particularly where Beryl first became a hurricane. Warm oceans are a major consequence of world warming due to fuel fossil fuel pollution. All right. So global warming is heating it up. Even though they say global warming ain't real, it is real because right now you probably can't tell, but I'm hot as hell in this room because I didn't bring my fan over here. I'm gonna have to buy a fan for over here because it is hot as hell. I got the door open, I got the window open. It's hot. 80 degrees, but it feel like fucking 85 in here, 86 maybe. Fossil fuel pollution and provide the fuel for tropical storms to explode in the strength of breakneck pace. Beryl rapidly intensified faster than any other storm on record this early season when the winds increased from 65 miles per hour in just 24 hours, according to Klotchback. Um, Beryl's early and rapid infestation is a is indicative of the types of extreme weather events we may see more frequently in the warming world. It encapsulates many of the fears scientists have for the hurricane season. I, like I say, I ain't never been in no hurricane. I mean, I watch them. I watch them closely because we were talking about one of the category fives last year that hit around September. Like right before I got over here, we were watching that one. The storm took advantage of extremely warm waters and eventually strengthened into the Atlantic's earliest category five hurricane on record. One of several milestones no other early July hurricane reached. I thought they was gonna give us some exciting stuff. They trying to go into like the actual details. I'm like, all right, man, we ain't trying to see all that. I thought there's gonna be more to it. Hell no, I ain't buy no air conditioner. An air conditioner over here, probably like 250, but you pay that 250 for it. Your electricity bill is gonna be about another shit, probably 200, 250 euro a month every month you use it. All right. Well, they didn't give me the information I thought we was gonna get. I thought we was about to get into the nitty gritty, but they talking about due to our calculations and back 19 years ago. Like, all right, bro, we get it, we get it. All right, we're gonna go over to this young lady and what they got going on. The hurricane wasn't really cracking like a ceiling fan. Come on now. What up, Tamika? What up, Tamika? All right. So if you haven't heard, there's a case going on right now. Which one we got open? CBS videos. CBS got all of them. All right. It's about to rain. It's gonna rain on your head. All right. So if you haven't heard, there's a young lady by the name of Yasmine Williams. Her body was found in New York and it was wrapped up. Now they do have a suspect that they arrested. I was watching it and there was some more information that came out today, but we're just gonna look into it and see what all information they have now, and then we'll work from there. So they do have a person of interest. This is from a day ago. Let me see.
Police say a person of interest is in custody at this hour after a woman is found murdered in Kips Bay.
Investigators say her body was discovered inside a sleeping bag on the curb. CBS News' Derek Waller joins us live from the scene with more on this disturbing story and the neighborhood outrage. Derek?
Chris, Mary, very disturbing. This was a suspicious package that police responded to on Friday afternoon right here on the curb on East 27th Street, and it turned out to be a woman's body. Now, I can show you what's going on behind me. We have a memorial that's been set up for 31-year-old Yasmine Williams. Candles and flowers here, left here last night by her friends and family. But later, there was chaos as police took somebody into custody. We can show you that video now. Monday night, as police loaded that man into an ambulance and took him to the hospital, an angry crowd surrounded them with neighbors shouting, "Murderer." Now, earlier, Williams' friends and family lit candles and placed flowers where the 31-year-old's body was found Friday afternoon here on East 27th between 2nd and 3rd Avenues in a trash bag, wrapped in a sleeping bag, sitting out on the curb. Williams lived around the corner. The medical examiner's office says she suffered a gunshot wound to the head. Now, her family tells CBS 2 that Williams was just about to start a new job working for the city.
She was looking so forward to living her life. She got her degree in criminal justice. She went to Buffalo State University, and she wanted to go back to be a lawyer.
She was the best sister I could ever have. And I love her so much. I just wish she could have stayed a little longer because I just wanted to grow up with her.
So many of her family and friends out here grieving the loss of someone that they deeply loved. And that's a very sad situation. But later today, we're hoping to find out some more information about the man that was taken into custody, this person of interest, hopefully learning his name and potential charges. Reporting live here in Kips Bay, Derek Waller, CBS 2 News.
Derek, thank you.
Derek, thank you. All right, let me see something. All right, Kips Bay murder. Who is Chad Irish? Questions surround NYC death of Yasmine Williams. So charges filed in Kips Bay murder. Chad Irish, the person of interest taken into custody in NYC after a body of Yasmine was found inside of Kips Bay's sleeping bag, has been charged in connection to the killing of NYPD said. But still, there seems to be more questions than answers at this point. Now, this is him coming out of the if it'll play.
Murder of Yasmine Williams, whose body was found in a bag on the sidewalk. It's still bringing up more questions.
That is, and of course, the investigation is ongoing.
Not been charged with her murder. He has been charged with concealing her body. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She is outside the 13th precinct in Gramercy Park this morning with the very latest. And Briella, this is a very disturbing case.
Yeah, it is. And of course, the investigation is ongoing. Dana Tashani, good morning to both of you. Police have not handed down a murder charge to 55-year-old Chad Irish or anyone concerning this case. Mayor Adams says he is confident that the justice system will play out, but the family of Yasmine Williams wants somebody to be held accountable for this. Police have identified the man in this now viral video as 55-year-old Chad.
So this video is everybody whooping his ass after they bring him out of his apartment. Now this guy's supposed to be in a wheelchair. We'll go more into the article, but everyone was out there. They were whooping on him too.
At Irish, he's facing charges in connection with the death of Yasmine Williams, who was found stuffed inside a sleeping bag in Kips Bay. The case sparking public outrage. Get that out of here. Irish has been charged with concealment of a human corpse after sources say surveillance video showed a man in an electric wheelchair dragging Williams's body to the curb. He was also hit with 2 counts each of menacing and criminal possession of a weapon in relation to a different incident.
How inhumane you're dragging down the block somebody's daughter. You know, he should be lucky that the police got him before that community.
Yesterday, the mayor and city officials reacted to the murder, confirming that 31-year-old Williams was about to start a job with the Department of Housing Preservation and Development.
It hits home, even if she hasn't started yet. She's a New Yorker, she's a neighbor. And so while she has not yet been a public servant, I think the entire city feels for her.
Williams's body was found on Friday, wrapped up in bags and left out next to a pile of trash on East 27th Street. Police have confirmed that she died from a gunshot wound to the head and have ruled her death a homicide. According to the Daily News, who cited a high-ranking police source, investigators are looking into whether Williams was staying at Irish's apartment at the time she was killed. The paper alleges there was some sort of dispute over drugs leading up to her death. Police, however, have yet to hand down a murder charge.
It's going to take its course, and the criminal justice system should bring justice and closure to the family.
And according to the New York Post, Irish has 21 prior arrests. He reportedly served 3 years in prison for an attempted arson case dating all the way back to 1994. For now, though, we're live here in Gramercy Park. Dan, we'll send it back to you.
All right.
All right, so that's the video of that. Now, they said it was a guy in an electric wheelchair and it was caught on camera. I wonder when they're going to release that footage. That's definitely something I want to see. And if you heard them mention there was like a dispute over like drugs or something, I'm trying to find that article that I read earlier. Okay. The Kips Bay murder of Yasmine Williams in NYC is still bringing up more questions. While a person of interest has not been charged with murder, 55-year-old Chad Irish has been charged with concealing her body. The body of 31-year-old was found stuffed into a sleeping bag on the sidewalk last Friday in front of a building on East 27th Street. The medical examiner's office determined her cause of death was a gunshot wound to her head, and her death was ruled a homicide. Who is Chad Irish? According to the NY Post, he has 21 prior arrests, reportedly served 3 years in prison for attempted arson, dating all the way back to 94. That's Mayor Eric Adams. We heard him talking about that. Nah, the neighborhood ain't handle him, man. He's still living. A couple of punches to the face ain't handling him, man. I took a couple of punches to the face, and when I got in fights, but shit, them niggas ain't handle me. You know what I mean? They ain't do nothing. They should have been kicking in the doors. In a daily news report, which cited a high-ranking police source, investigators are looking into whether Williams was staying at Irish's apartment at the time she was. See, this is what I was talking about. This might be it. They were saying she knew him, The paper alleges there was some sort of dispute over drugs leading up to her death. Police, however, have yet to hand down a murder charge. So they were saying like she lived with him at the time and they knew each other. It's going to take its course, and the criminal justice system should bring justice and closure to the family. The harrowing video of the crowd unleashing the fury of on a man taken into custody down the street from where Yasmine's body was found. We have the latest 10 p.m. new kid. Sources say surveillance video showed a man in an electric wheelchair dragging Williams' body to the curb. Irish was also charged with 2 counts of each menacing and criminal possessions of a weapon in relation to a different incident. Hey, this dude cocking back, though.
A disturbing scene in Kips Bay. The body of a woman found stuffed in a bag.
And tonight we're hearing from the victim's heartbroken mother. Fox 5's Arthur Chan spoke to her and is live at Kips Bay. And Arthur, we're also hearing there's a person of interest in the murder.
Yeah, when he was taken into custody, it got really ugly, which you're about to see. We're on East 27th Street. The location where the woman's body was found has been turned into a memorial tonight, but all the attention this evening was focused down the block, mainly around an individual who police tonight are not naming and have not charged yet, but because of surveillance video on the block that shows somebody in a wheelchair being involved in disposing of the victim's body, her family and many people on this block seem more than convinced. Anger boiled over.
They ain't even getting no good punches in. The paramedics are blocking them.
When police
Like,
took a man, anger.
okay, this one right here, it kind of connects. But see, he got his arm over him, man. These ain't no good punches right here, man. Whoever this young gentleman is, I know he got some hurt, but you gotta line that up, man. You just swinging, you ain't connecting to nothing. You gotta tap that jaw a couple of times, hit him in that chest. If he riding in that electric scooter, man, you give him one hit to that motherfucking heart. See, look, he hitting the arm, man. He ain't even getting no real connecting in. If I'm the EMT, I got every right to knock this do-rag off your head, nigga. You didn't hit me. I ain't do nothing. I'm doing my job. My job is to protect this person regardless of what they did. But you hitting me. So if I come around this gurney and give you a smooth uppercut and knock not only the do-rag but the waves off your noggin, then we're going to have a problem. Y'all should have did this shit. Y'all knew who it was. Y'all should have did this shit when he was up in the house before they came and got him.
Anger boiled over in Kips Bay.
Like this guy over here in the blue, he ain't doing nothing.
When police took a man
The guy, oh no, we ain't.
Police took a man into custody.
This guy with the red hat, watch how weak he gonna swing.
Anger boiled over in Kips Bay.
This one right here. Now I'm you know saying I want them to whoop his ass, but this nigga swinging like this. This nigga swinging like this. Man, you ain't effectively hitting nothing, man.
When police took a man into custody around the corner from where the body of 31-year-old.
Now you see this guy right here with the blue hat on. Now this guy got a good swing in.
Found, took a man into custody around the corner from where.
Look at that. You see that connecting right here? You see that full extension? That's how you hit a nigga.
Where the body of 31-year-old Yasmine Williams was found stuffed into garbage bags. Down the block, police sought out a man sources tell Fox 5 is a person of interest in the murder. In a wheelchair when he was brought down to the lobby, he was being transferred into a gurney while still in the lobby as a crowd outside started screaming and banging on the windows. Once the door opened, family members and friends of Yasmine Williams unleashed their fury as police officers and EMTs desperately tried to fend them off. Several people punched the man in the head, angrily jumping over him and leaping over anyone in the way to get at him. Some could be heard begging the crowd to kill the man, while others were tearing his shirt from behind. The man pleaded his innocence at the angry crowd as the EMTs and police tried to load him into the ambulance, all the while trying to push back at people surging to attack the man. As soon as the ambulance bolted, Yasmine's mother held her hand, overwhelmed.
He's disgusting. He looks like scum.
Yasmine's body was found Friday, stuffed into garbage bags and left out on the street on East 27th Street, just off 3rd Avenue. On Monday, the medical examiner's office determined the cause of death to be a gunshot wound to her head. Sources tell Fox 5 police have a surveillance video showing a man in an electric wheelchair dragging the garbage bags to that location, which led Yasmine's family to wait outside the building down the street.
She meant everything to me. It was my baby. She was an angel. She was a light. And that light is going to always shine. She's going to live in me forever.
Again, police tonight are not identifying the man in that video, nor has he been charged yet, but the victim's family is convinced she knew her killer. One would imagine investigators are now looking into whether or not there were communications between the two in the days that led to her death, as well as whether there's anything from the past that might raise red flags. We're live in Kips Bay tonight. Arthur Chien, Fox 5 News. Natasha, back to you.
All right, Arthur, thank you.
Now, in all seriousness, that's fucked up. And you know, I usually try to look at it from both sides, like both perspectives, but this dude, they said it was a guy in an electric wheelchair. He's in an electric wheelchair. Unless it's just another person that's in there, this dude did it. So I see where they coming from. And, you know, I was just joking around with the punches, but I know how they feeling. And they really should have whooped that ass a little bit more than that. But the whole situation is fucked up. Now, of course, we don't know everything, and there's let me see. Did they got anything else on here? The whole thing is fucked up, man. Like, this fool didn't know about the thousands of CCTV. I mean, if it's a dispute over drugs, I mean, look at this dude, man. He's like, he ain't all the way there, and it's a fight. Like, they said it was a dispute maybe over drugs. So if he's a drug addict, then it's probably like he's fun driving on down there. Like, drug link eyed enslaved Yasmine Williams, Manhattan College grad, dumped in garbage. Let me see. NYPD detectives are investigating whether an ex-con suspected of the grisly slaying of 31-year-old woman unalived her in a drug dispute. Cops and the sources said Tuesday, a day after the angry mob targeted the man. Police charged Chad Irish with concealment of a human corpse after he was identified as the man in the motorized wheelchair. Do they got the footage of that? They probably ain't gonna release this shit. Oh, here we go, right here.
Spectrum Internet offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than.
Begin with exclusive new video in the murder investigation of a woman found dead inside a trash bag in Kips Bay.
It comes as police have charged a man in connection with the killing. Right now, he has not been arrested for the murder, but for concealing a corpse. CBS 2's Lisa Rosner is live outside the police station in Kips Bay with that new surveillance video. Lisa.
Well, Christina and Dick, that video just adds to the pain of how casually Yasmine Williams' body was tossed to the curb. Police tell us that 55-year-old Chad Irish could be facing more charges tonight.
Exclusive video shows a man in a motorized wheelchair casually dragging what appears to be the same trash bag that 31-year-old Yasmine Williams' lifeless body was found inside of, wrapped in a sleeping bag. Friday, police responded to a call of a suspicious package on 27th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues. The medical examiner ruled it a homicide, saying Williams was shot in the head. The spot where she was discovered, now a growing memorial.
Yasmine was really a caring person. She was energetic. She knew people around the neighborhood, so she was very loving. So it's pretty sad.
Tuesday, members of the NYPD crime scene unit went to collect evidence from the apartment of 55-year-old Chad Irish, who now faces 1 count of concealment of a human corpse. Sources say the charge stems from him being seen on surveillance video dragging the body, and they are also trying to determine if the murder happened in his apartment. Police sources say Irish, who is on parole, is a prime suspect in the murder.
Definitely should deserve him to be in jail and locked up. Doesn't deserve to come home or none of that.
You feel like it was him?
For sure, definitely.
How come?
He was always with her, so it definitely got to be him.
Do you know if they were dating?
So he was always with her. Interesting.
Or if she was living there or anything like that, or
Not necessarily, but I know he would bring her home. Like she would go to his house. Yeah, I just know he could be abusive though.
His outrage was shared Monday night. A crowd erupted, attacking Irish as police pulled him out of the building on a gurney and confiscated his dog and wheelchair. Police sources add that on Monday, before his arrest, he allegedly menaced a man with a gun during an argument. So he faces menacing and weapon possession charges in that case, too.
I don't know if this is the actual killer, but how inhumane you're dragging down the block somebody's daughter. You know, he should be lucky that the police got him before that community.
Now, Williams was an aspiring lawyer who was just about to start a new job with the city. Police sources tell us Irish has nearly 24 arrests on his record, mostly drug-related arrests. We're live in Kips Bay. Lisa Rosner, CBS 2 News.
All right, Lisa, thanks very much.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies?
Because we don't want to invest in that crap. Get out of here, sucker. Yeah, that's pretty much it there until they come out with some more information. But there's some wild stuff going on, man. But I mean that until anything else comes out on her, I'll keep watching. But so it seems like she did know him. It's messed up, man. Hopefully they got the right person though. Hopefully they got the right person, because that's some evil shit right there. I don't know if we're ever gonna get the true story out of him unless he just confesses to it, but that's messed up. That's messed all the way up. Y'all stay safe out there. But if you can, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to stick around, I'm about to watch a documentary on the most dangerous city in Texas, but we're going to watch it on the Mo You Know. So I'm about to end the live on MoedotJ's channel. So if you want to, you can just click the link. It's in the chat. Go over to MoedotJ. We're going to continue the live and we're going to watch this documentary. It's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a dangerous city in Texas, Fort Worth. So we're going to watch that on the Mo You Know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, tonight, what time is it? 7 o'clock? Probably 10 p.m. Eastern. Well, not Eastern. Probably 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll do a Tubi movie tonight, since I couldn't do it last night because my VPN was messing up. I told you guys we're going to make up for it. So we got the Mo You Know. We're about to do a documentary on that channel. And then tonight on MoedotJ, 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll do a Tubi movie. I don't know what movie yet, but we'll jump into that. So if you can, go over to the Mo You Know. Just switch over to that. And I'm going to start the documentary over there. But we're about to end the live on this channel. Wait, how do I end it on? Okay, here we go. You are live. So end stream here.